A question on sentence correction. Everyone in Europe must respect the law and the governments must respect human rights, including those of minorities. In this question, since and is used, you must check for parallelism. And one more word here, including is used. Including should be used only when a similar or compatible things are listed. In this, we don't find any mistake. A could be the possible answer. B. Since A is a repetition of it, we'll go to B. Everyone in Europe must respect the law and the governments must respect human rights, including that of minorities. Here, plural and singular are incompatible. That is singular, but you are not now talking about the human rights, including those of. But that is used, which is singular, but human rights is a plural. It's not matching. Therefore, B cannot be the answer. See, everyone in Europe must respect the law and the governments must respect human rights, which include minorities. Here, look at the word which. Whenever such relative pronoun is used, you must check for the word before it. Human rights, that means human rights is including minorities. Rights and minorities, they are not compared, they don't belong to the same category. Therefore, C also cannot be the answer either. D. Everyone in Europe must respect the law and the governments must respect human rights, which include those minorities. Same mistake what is done by C. Rights, human rights, which include minorities. Minorities are human beings, and then human rights, they are some privileges. How can they be together? Therefore, the best answer here is A itself. A is right answer. This is a question on antonym. Inexorable. We need to look at the opposite. Appropriate, intelligible, negligible, lenient. Inexorable. Look at the prefix in. In means what? Not. Inexorable is something unyielding or relentless. Something very strict like. So the opposite cannot be appropriate. What is intelligible? Intelligible means understandable. No, it's not the answer. Negligible. Again, no way. The best answer here is lenient, because inexorable law, rule means what? Which cannot be overcome, which cannot be crossed over. Therefore, the best answer here is lenient. D is the best option. Question, statements P, Q, R, S, T, U are given. And what you should do is look at the sequence of two statements which are followed by the right kind of conclusion. That means previous two statements must give us the logical conclusion. Now let us see one by one the choices. Sentence. Some books are not novels. Draw the picture for this. Some books are not novels. So novels are here and books are here. Some are not, don't know. Therefore, we cannot establish a relation here. Then, some novels are not books. Again, books here. These are novels. These are not, there is no relation as such. Next one, no story is a novel. This is a novel, this is a story, there is no relation. Novel and story. Yes, all novels are stories. Stories, novels. Some novels are books. A part of this, they're all books. Some stories are not books. Some stories are not books. So stories must be, what's it here? So it could be here. Now from this you can easily make out that whatever is applicable to stories is applicable to novels, since it is all novels. And what is saying here? Some books are not, some stories are not books. Some stories which are not books. So they must be somewhere here. And some novels are books. Some novels are books, some are not. Therefore, it could be somewhere like this. Okay. Now look at the choices. PRT. So PRT means what? Some books are not novels. No story is a novel. Again, there is no relation, therefore it's not the answer. The statement should have some kind of coherent link, otherwise not the answer at all. Then P or U. P says what? Some books are not novels and no story is a novel. Some stories are not books. Again, there is no proper link at all. See, the same words should be used in different statements. It's only the link can maintain, otherwise not. Look at C choice. Q. Q says some novels are not books. Yes, all novels are stories. U. Some stories are not books. Yes, this is the proper link. So Q, S, U is the correct combination. Look at D. USP. Some stories are not books. All novels are stories. And P. Some books are not novels. We cannot arrive at this kind of conclusion from the previous statements. We are now asked to locate the logical conclusion from the preceding two statements. So this combination is found in C. Therefore, C is the best option. One is a premise. C. One is a premise and Q is a particular negative. And therefore, the premise yes is a universal affirmative. That means what? All, when included, becomes universal affirmative. Therefore, the conclusion is also particular negative. That is the fundamental rule. So, with this, we go with C as the best option. Sentence completion. In trying to explain why the fish are so good at dash, Dr. Choi theorizes that positioning and shape of their large and flat dash fins at the front and the smaller pelvic fins at the back create a flow of air that accelerates towards the tail of the fish. In this question, the choices are swimming, delicate, sight, attractive, gliding, pectoral, maneuvering, sensitive. The topic relates to what? Fish are good. In fact, where do the fish live? This. Good at dash, and that to the positioning and shape of their body. So, the words also must be related to the body of the fish. And which activity the fish are now in. So, these are the clues from which you need to get the answer. Swimming, possible, and also delicate fins, possible answer. Sight, attractive, they are not related to body of the fish nor its movement, rule out. Gliding and pectoral may be a tough word to you, so retain it. Fish can glide or not? Of course they do, possible answer. Maneuvering and sensitive fins. Maneuvering is like a strategic movement, particularly in the naval or the battle movement and all. That's called maneuvering. Move strategically. Now here, which particular fins of the fish are helpful in swimming? So here the answer must be gliding and pectoral. Pectoral refers to the chest or the breast fins. So that helps them in moving fast. Okay. So the fins and how the fish is moving. So these pectoral, they are here, they are helping the fish to move the gliding part. Fine. So this is what the answer is all about. The answer is about C. See the right answer.